Hey guys, the house is an absolute mess. I really need to clean up from lunch still, and my daughter drug out like everything we owned in the family room. So I need to get a bunch of chores done. I'm gonna try to get them all done as quickly as possible while she's napping. So we'll see how much I can do, and then I really need to mop today. I always start in the kitchen and always with the dishes because if you don't stay on top of them, they get out of control really quickly. So I'm just going to load up the dishwasher and then hand wash whatever doesn't go in there. I'm using a plastic scraper to scrape out food residue. There was rice and cheese in the container. And then I'm going to use it to scrape out anything that may be left in the sink, just so I don't get like cheese in my brush that I use to clean out the sink. And I'm also going to use it to get the cheese out of my cheese cutting board. I always clean out my sink after I'm done getting all the food off and loading up the dishwasher, just so I have a clean sink to wash the dishes. And a lot of times I use a bowl with some hot soapy water to wash the dishes with instead of filling up the sink. Whenever I'm done doing my hand wash dishes, I always clean off my knitted dishcloth with hot soapy water, and then I'll get more hot soapy water and then microfiber cloth to wipe down all of the countertops and the kitchen table. Once I wipe everything down with the soapy water, I rinse out my microfiber cloth and wipe everything down again to get all the soap residue off. I'm going to clean out my sink again, and then I'm going to wash some of the produce that we just got. I'm washing apples today. I'm going to use a small bowl with water and vinegar. Sometimes if I have a lot, I just fill up the whole sink with water and vinegar, but today it was just apples. I'm going to let the apples hang out for a while in the water vinegar mixture, and I will go by every once in a while and stir them up. I'm going to work on my family room now, just picking up toys and things that are laying around that don't belong. I have laundry on the chair that I have to take upstairs, and I'm using my weight basket to put things that don't belong in this room so I can put them all away when I'm done. That way I'm not putting one thing away at a time. And once I get everything picked up off the floor, I'm going to grab my duster and give everything a quick dust. So at this point my daughter was starting to wake up. I could hear her stirring on the monitor. So I decided to go ahead and wash the apples off and put them in the fruit bowl. I did not get to mopping, but I wasn't going to be able to do that during her nap anyway because I use a Bissell Crosswave and it sounds like a vacuum, so it's pretty loud. So I'm going to save that for when the kids are getting ready for bed. It's now later in the day and my kids are getting ready for bed with my husband upstairs. I decided to mop real quick, so I am using my Bissell Crosswave, and it's a vacuum mop combo, which is really nice. It's a huge time saver. You don't have to vacuum first. Just in case anybody is wondering, that is a bread machine next to the island on the floor. We brought that up to start making some bread, but we haven't gotten around to it yet. Is anybody else making themselves homemade bread? My husband was trying to read my daughter her books before bed, and he said that she refused and she insisted on coming downstairs because she could hear the vacuum. So he let her come down and she helped me a little bit. He also grabbed the vacuum cleaner and vacuumed the rug for me. There were a few things I didn't get to the day before, so on the next day I decided to get those things done while my daughter was napping. I already had done the dishes, so now I'm just going around and picking things up again. And this big pool with the water buckets, or with the plastic containers, had water and ice in them, and I was letting my daughter play with those this morning while I was trying to make banana bread. We decided to just grab a pool that we had in a box that hadn't been used outside yet and put it down just to keep the mess contained so she wasn't dumping water all over the hardwood floors. I just needed to do a quick pickup and dust of the front rooms, and then I wanted to put up Easter decorations, and I had my husband bring up the Easter box and realized I had like 3 Easter decorations, so I'm not working with a whole lot this year, but that's okay. So the Easter box that my husband brought up was mostly filled with baskets, grass, the plastic Easter eggs, that sort of thing. I had a few decorations in there, so I put them up, and that will have to do for this year. Maybe next year I'll grab a few more, but we move around a ton, so it's hard to have a lot of decorations for seasonal things, just because you never know what your space is going to be like. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I will be adding a ton more videos like this, so if you are interested, don't forget to subscribe.